Ever wondered what's inside the famous 24-hour British Army ration pack? Stick around and find out. Hi guys, it's Ryan here with Sigma Survival, and in today's video we're going to be looking at what's inside a 24-hour British Army ration pack. This stuff right here, it is the fuel for the green machine, the British Army in wartime. So what exactly is it that these guys eat? I'm going to be looking at also the weight of this in total, the calories and the cost of it, just to give you guys an idea of roughly the viability of this. I'm excited to open it up. Okay, so we've got some hot drinks, we've got some sugar, some matches, a spork, some tissues, and now it's kind of all just a mix match in here in terms of how it looks. Anyway, I'm going to lay all this out so that you can get a good picture for what it actually is and we can see exactly what we're dealing with. Okay guys, so as you can see here we've got the breakfast option, fruit muesli with milk. So you do have to add water to this. Also just got these pastas. Obviously this is all vegetarian. I highly recommend getting vegetarian food, I really do guys. Vegetarian ration packs, because they're just way better than the meat ones. They're not as nasty. So the main meal, vegetable and chickpea biryani. It's got the rice in with it. Good little meal right there. 285 calories in this pack, which isn't amazing really when you think about it, but it's just enough to get you by, I suppose. So here's dessert. So there's your main meals guys. This stuff here is kind of like the heaviest stuff in the pack and the bulk of it really. So altogether guys, this stuff here is around about 1900 calories. That's around about half of what the pack is made up of, and the rest is actually coming from the other stuff that's in there. So let's have a look. So the peanuts are definitely what are bulking out the calories in this, and I would say that maybe the fruit, the tropical fruit and nut mix as well. So the nuts and the peanuts, they're definitely adding a lot of calories that, you know, that are bulking out the rest of it, because obviously the main meals are only giving you 1900 calories or so. They're also making up a lot of the weight. So if we look here, we've got chili peanuts, and if we look at the back, the calories in that says 581 calories in 100 grams. So there's more calories in those peanuts right there than there is in pretty much any of the meals. Barbecue peanuts, yet again, 623 calories, but that's per 100 grams, and this is 45 grams. So yeah, you're looking at a significant amount. You're looking at almost, you know, around about 300 calories or so just from that. Tropical fruit and nut mix. Doesn't really, yeah, there'll be 217 calories in that. Pretty tasty, I imagine. Raisins, banana chips, etc. The oat biscuits that you get, I can see there it says sustainable palm oil. Definitely not good for the body. But yeah, you basically have the jam and the biscuits together, and that bulks out your calorie intake, and it's also a nice little snack. So there's 223 calories in that, and the jam is probably full of calories as well. So as you can see, you know, there's definitely some calories that are adding up in this little pile as well. So it's crazy to think, but there's actually over I think there's actually over 1,000 calories in all of this in itself, and it weighs hardly anything. It doesn't even weigh, it weighs about 1/4 kilogram. So it's not a lot when you consider, you know, what you actually get. I definitely don't feel like I'd feel full from this, but I suppose it would give you the calories you need. So now we've got the drinks that are in the kit. You know, these things are good. Caffeine just sends me crazy. It definitely is not good for me. You get orange and then blackcurrant flavour. Got a refreshing strawberry energy drink as well. Fruit flavour drink powder. This is basically just like a sugary drink to, you know, to get you through. And I believe we've got a hot chocolate flavour drink powder. Definitely going to add some calories because it's basically milk powder, cocoa and sugar. Here we've got I like to think of it as like the non-essential food items. So this is everything in this pack that's useful for general things but just not eating. So we've got some antibacterial wipes here. We've got chewing gum, which is pretty good I suppose when you're out in the field. Keep your teeth a bit cleaner. Tissues. Tea, definitely an important thing for British soldiers. It's a big factor. Another thing that they use this for, interesting fact, is just to clean the underside of a mess tin after you've been boiling your water and you have like the soot and the smoke on the underside of that. A couple of sachets of sugar, a couple of sachets of creamer, definitely a good little resource because it's just powdered milk, could definitely keep you going a bit longer. Coffee, 2 sachets, a spork, really useful. I think you could definitely get some of your meals in with this and it's definitely a lot cleaner if it is disposable. In terms of survival, I think that this could last you quite a while because it's not a flimsy material, but it's not exactly the best either. Water purification tablets, this is good because you could take the plastic bag here, fill that with water, given that it's watertight, and put these in accordingly. Depending on how much this holds, I do have a video on that. And waterproof matches, these are definitely useful. It's definitely worth having some of these, so I would highly recommend trying to get your hands on some. They're really good. Finally, we have some spicy red chili sauce. They can just change the flavour of food drastically, so it definitely helps. It's not just food, it's also hygiene, it's also clean water, you know, so it's also comfort items as well. So yeah, as you can see, you know, a lot of the calories are coming from this sort of stuff and the snacks. So, you know, if you don't want to drink energy drinks like me, for example, you might end up suffering because, you know, there's a load of calories in there. You get 4,000 calories and it's 1.8 kilos. These are very convenient, they're ready to go. You don't even have to warm them up, to be honest. You can literally just crack them open and squeeze them into your mouth and keep going while you're on the move. You know, they're quite useful for that. They can be warmed up if you want a bit of morale or you want that comfort. But honestly, like you really don't need to warm these up. Military aspect aside, like if you are just a hiker or someone who's into some kind of outdoor activities, or even just you're a survivalist or a prepper, you can utilise these and you can stretch them out. So you could have this and you could have one meal a day, or each time you go out for a short hike, you just take one of these sachets. This 300 gram sachet here really it's not going to be backbreakingly heavy, but it gives an extra amount of calories and a meal that can be had, you know, while you're on the go. So you can just, you know, enjoy the experience a bit more of hiking. If you are bugging out, then I think that these are also good because they, you know, the pack in total, because it's convenient and easy to go with, it really is. So 4,000 calories, do I think that's enough? I do think that that's enough for general day-to-day living in the field, where, you know, you've got to be doing things that are a bit more strenuous but not quite as strenuous as day-to-day life. Sometimes it might not be enough though, like if you're doing something that's really extreme physically, you know, real life survival type things, then you might need more calories, and that's worth bearing in mind as well. But generally speaking, I think that 4,000 calories is a good amount. The final thing I want to talk about is the cost. So this was £16.99 in the UK, and they're out of date when we brought them. So these things are expensive. To buy them, you know, kind of fresher than that or from other sources, you're looking at upwards of £30 for 24 hours of rations. If I could get them cheap enough, I would definitely incorporate them. Anyway guys, what did you think of that? Let me know in the comments. If you like this content and you like this topic, then, you know, consider subscribing, because I've got some more videos coming up on this and on other ration packs that I've built and longer term ration solutions and whatnot to survival needs. Let me know guys what you think in the comments as well, like I say, and thanks for watching.